So I'm back, and let me tell you something. Yeah, this specific video is going to discuss a very specific moment in the Brockhampton lore, if you will. If you don't know who Brockhampton is, just go learn stuff. I don't know. This is the hardest working boy band in show business, defined by equal, diverse, and infinite creative talents in all sorts of avenues, from graphic design to music production. And they do the whole thing, like the whole just creativity. It's just fucking everybody. They do everything. Spearheaded by the man himself, Kevin Abstract. This video is going to discuss their awakening to the idea of God in their most recent projects, and how Slowthai's feature specifically impacts the thesis that they've sort of developed on the album of finding God after trauma. All right, so before we get into Ginger, sit down. Just come have a seat. Just sit down. I don't know why I wrote that. I'm not assuming you're standing up while watching this. I don't know. Bold assumptions. Let me tell you what a feature is, because if you're watching this, you're obviously a baby. All right. Act 1. Art of the feature. Features in contemporary projects come in many forms. It could come from a vocal performance, quite possibly like Julian Casablanca's contribution to Instant Crush, which is, sometimes the best Strokes song is not a Strokes song at all. It's that song. That's from a meme. I look at memes. Bro, I don't know why this is my go-to idea of a vocal feature, but I swear, dude, as I'm writing this at 2:30 in the morning, I can't think of anything else. Okay. Yeah, I'm really going for my Tony here. The script really goes on. A feature could also be a production contribution or a bass line, like Thundercat's sexy, moist, progressive bass on Kendrick Lamar's King Kunta. The third type of feature, and there's probably more, just for the purposes of this video, let's just keep it to 3. Categorically speaking, there needs to be only 3 for the purposes of this video. The third type of feature is a contribution to the album's central theme, or idea. One of the most haunting examples of this is Kanye's line on Tyler's Puppet from his magnum opus, E-boi. Kanye talks about waiting too long, alluding to a loss of control of some kind, to a puppeteer that distracts him from his core values. While this mirrors Igor's journey as he confronts his own puppeteer on the song, Kanye is obviously wrestling with a very different demon here. See what I mean? Different puppeteers. That's the idea feature. Act 2. Ginger. Now back to Mr. Brockhampton over here. Let's recenter. Ginger follows the explosive Iridescence, best Brockhampton album, fight me, with a calmer, introspective, and confrontational undertone. Ginger also toys with the idea of countering trauma through various means, exploring religion as a coping mechanism. Now, lots of people talked about Ginger having a religious theme, but I don't think enough people talked about how there is a hammered down idea of what it actually is, and how intense and how it varies throughout the project. You can hear it on songs like No Halo, where Merlin ponders being God's specialness, and Jobas recounts of what it's like to visit a place of worship only to feel guilty. Feel like you're burning from the inside for thinking you're better than the ominous him. The idea is powerfully explored on If You Pray Right, where Dom literally laundry lists every religious practice and every religion nameable, and contemplates between which one is better for a source of redemption and a way to fuel his craft. The story arc is literally brought together by a song called I've Been Born Again. And at this point, if you don't see it, you're just dense. Just kidding, I want you to like me. That's nice and all. However, that's not why we're here. The reason why I made this video is the debilitating Heaven Belongs to You, which contains the Slowthai feature. Okay, let's take a second. Heaven belongs to you. If you pray right. Right? Here, you have on full display the central theme and the antithesis. The protagonist and the sexy E-boi that made you really think, what if? Very rarely do you get a theoretical contribution that is so incredibly on topic that it deserves its own track. This is a very strange way to feature an artist, at least to me. I don't know when was the last time you featured an artist on an album. I guess maybe I'm just not that well read. I don't know, dude. But it's interesting, you know? And I suppose there was a really interesting, there was a reason to do that. This is a very strange way to feature an artist. But when you're presenting a thesis and your collaborator maybe doesn't necessarily believe in it, he won't contribute to the existing chapters of your theory, you'll find that perhaps he needs a new one. These are 3 lyrical passages from the song. Take a second to read them, and let's move on to the next act. Act 3. The big sad of the antithesis. Here, you could really see it. Slowthai poses such an interesting question to the boys, questioning their very motives to repent, and what it even means when they choose to continue their pursuit of fame as well as God. Let me clarify. If God is the only person that can judge, for he is the only one that sees, the lack of judgment that Slowthai says he experiences tells you all you need to know about what he thinks of Brockhampton's coping mechanism. He thinks it's BS, guys. The pursuit of greatness is inherently disheartening and deeply contradictory. The humble presence of God, or the greatness that God exudes, will constantly challenge this spirit that embodies the pursuit of greatness in an individual way. I'm not saying that you can't pursue God as well as master your craft. All I'm saying is that it's a really rocky and contradictory road. The story of Prophet Kendrick as narrated in Damn shows you exactly how against human design it is to pursue God as well as live a life where you experience your own greatness. You are allowed to grow, but the pursuit of influence and power at such a high level comes with a whole new set of struggles. And as it seems to be, the pursuit of greatness and accomplishment that Dom accentuates on If You Pray Right seems to really have no place for God. Take it all or leave it was a mentality that the infamous iridescence introduced, right? And it was used as a concert reminder, it was used as a whole bunch of things. It's never been more true, and the stakes are much higher. I don't know where God fits into all of this, especially in the pursuit of worldly gain, like Slowthai puts it. So I'll have to agree with Slowthai on this one. At this moment in the Brockhampton narrative, there seems to be no turning back from the relentless, endless pursuit. I hope the boys are okay. But I'm still terribly excited for what's coming. This was way more difficult to record than I thought it was gonna be, dude. Nonetheless, come to my Twitch. Come hang out. We have a really fun time. We play just the most random things, and we do it together. And we basically just have a good time. And we talk a lot of music. So if you want to talk music, I'd be more than happy to have you, dude. You have no idea. I guess that's it for me. I'll see you soon.